I mean, if I would have to choose, I'm taking Caitlin Clark on my team.
Oh, there we go!
Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark are two of the most exciting names in women's basketball, and their connection has made for a compelling storyline that fans just can't get enough of. Sabrina, a record-setting star for the University of Oregon, and now a major force in the WNBA, has long been one of the most celebrated players in the game. Caitlin Clark, meanwhile, emerged as a scoring sensation at the University of Iowa, drawing crowds with her deep shots, killer instinct, and seemingly effortless ability to take over games. While they came up in different times and places, the two share a unique bond, a relationship grounded in respect, admiration, and a shared love for the game.
She actually took her visit here with her dad, and I was kind of showing her around Eugene, and to be able to see what she's been able to accomplish in college and now at the professional level, it just helps all of us continue to push the game forward and advocate for women's sports.
It all started when Clark visited Oregon with her father, and Sabrina was there to show her around campus. At the time, Clark was just a prospect, but Sabrina, who was already a star in college, could see something special in her. As the two walked around Eugene, Sabrina got a glimpse of the young talent that Caitlin would become. Even then, Caitlin was making waves in high school basketball circles, and Sabrina knew how valuable her influence could be. Showing Clark around was more than just a campus tour. It was a moment where one star recognized the potential of another, and it was a connection that would stick with both of them as they moved forward in their careers. Though Clark ultimately decided to make her name with the Iowa Hawkeyes, she carried with her the encouragement and admiration of one of the game's greats. When Ionescu thinks about Caitlin's journey from those early days to her current stardom, there's genuine pride in her voice. She's watched Caitlin light up college basketball, breaking records, hitting buzzer beaters, and leading her team to new heights. The attention Caitlin has received is astronomical, maybe even bigger than the buzz surrounding Sabrina herself when she was setting records at Oregon. It's not lost on Sabrina how much work and resilience goes into handling that kind of pressure and attention, and it's one of the reasons she's been so vocal in supporting Clark as she's grown into a powerhouse player in her own right. In the WNBA, these two competitors have finally met on the same court, giving fans a thrill as they go head-to-head. But for Sabrina, playing against Caitlin isn't just about the competition. It's about seeing the fulfillment of the potential she first saw on that Oregon visit. On Big Ten Network's show Big Ten Tailgate, Sabrina spoke about how amazing it was to compete against Clark now, knowing the journey she's been on. They may be rivals on the court, but there's a deep respect there, a sense that they're both part of something bigger. They're pushing the game forward, drawing more eyes to women's sports, and giving young players everywhere role models to look up to. The mutual admiration is clear. Sabrina is inspired by what Caitlin has done not just for herself, but for women's basketball as a whole. Clark's ability to play with such confidence and skill inspires those around her, including Sabrina, who has long been a trailblazer in her own right. Sabrina sees her young counterpart as a vital part of the game's future, someone who is carrying the torch forward. And in return, Caitlin looks up to Sabrina as a role model, as someone who paved the way and showed her that big dreams are achievable. They didn't play together in college, but in many ways, they're part of the same team. The team of women's basketball pioneers who are making the sport more visible, more exciting, and more respected than ever before. With every game, every shot, and every win, they're building a legacy that goes beyond their individual accomplishments. Sabrina knows this and feels a sense of responsibility, and she's proud to see Caitlin embracing that same responsibility as she steps into her own career. Fans are hoping for a collaboration at the 2025 NBA All-Star Game, and if that happens, it will be a moment worth waiting for. A chance to see two incredible talents working together, not just as competitors, but as allies pushing the sport forward. Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark aren't just changing the game. They're rewriting the story of what's possible in women's basketball. And for fans, it's an absolute joy to watch these two stars shine. both individually and in the shared legacy they're building side by side.